Okay.
Happy Canada Day, everyone.
Happy Canada Day!
This is part 2 in the Canada Day Spectacular.
Spectacular. Pack a lunch.
Tonight we're celebrating Nova Scotia.
We are.
More importantly, a Nova Scotian invention called the Donair. Any of you Maritimers have probably been to Pizza Corner.
Probably.
That's why it's like late at night, we're drunk, we're celebrating Canada Day, we're on Pizza Corner doing Donairs. We're going to start the meat. We're going to pretty much make everything from scratch except for the pita bread. People probably think Donair meat is a pretty complex thing that needs, you know, curing and being on a spit.
But it's not. It comes from the northern Nova Scotia Donair beast. You just cut it off the back and it's good.
There you go. You just fry it up. So to get a Donair beast, what you need a large net, you need a few stones, and a donkey. But in all seriousness, folks, Donair meat is traditionally beef and or lamb. Tonight we're going to use both of them because both animals are delicious. I'm sorry, vegans, but this one's not for you tonight.
It turns out cute things are delicious.
So we're going to make the meat first off. So there's 2 pounds here, we only need 1 pound.
Half it your way. So what we're going to start with is the spice mixture. We're going to just toss it up in a little bowl here, like a salad. Probably shouldn't say it like
You don't eat salad at Pizza Corner.
We're going to start with a teaspoon of salt.
Yeah.
A teaspoon of oregano. A teaspoon of flour. A little bit of pepper.
1/2 teaspoon of Italian seasoning. Donairs. Donairs. We've got some claws on our waist.
That just happened. That's new. It just happened.
That's new because we realized that we keep dirtying shirts, and we thought, well, we didn't dirty shirts at my wedding. And for all the viewers out there, I'm sorry we did not film that, but we cooked at my wedding for the whole wedding. And my brother was with us, and this is a shout out to John, with the cloth like a professional on their waist so you can wipe your hands or do whatever you want with it. So we're not going to ruin shirts anymore, I think. My wife will love me now.
Half a teaspoon of garlic powder.
Yeah, why don't we do this all the time?
Half a teaspoon of onion powder.
What? And then finally cayenne pepper to taste.
Do I get to taste it? Anyway, stir this up.
You know what?
And Rob has just decided we're adding chipotle.
And this is for everyone in Giraffe Cycle. Summer savory.
Summer savory. Chipotle away.
Alright, so the next thing I'm going to do is the meat. Our lamb for this recipe even comes from Antigonish, Nova Scotia. So for this we're using ground beef and ground lamb. You want a pound of it all together for the amount of Donairs we're making. You can, you know, upscale the recipe all you want. So
yeah, wear a monocle and stuff.
these are both a pound, so we're going to use half each. Lamb is delicious, by the way. Molding meat romantically. So the next thing you're gonna do is knead the shit out of this meat. You want it all together as much as possible. When you think you've done enough kneading, you haven't done enough. There's a trick to it. When you knead it, every once in a while you're gonna grab it, throw it into the bowl as hard as you can. That's what makes it Donairy. Processed and molded together as much as you can. If you've got a food processor, you can use that, but it's going to be pretty messy. Just use your hands, have fun with it, have a few beer while doing it.
So yeah, the point of this is to blend the two meats together before adding your spices to it, and then continue blending it.
A lot.
In the allotted time.
What's up, hands?
Clap hands. Go.
At this point, you're gonna preheat your oven to 200.
Did you say preet?
Preheat.
It's the new product from Maybelline. It replenishes your electrolytes while maximizing volume of your skin or something.
Now you gotta knead it like bread. When they make banana bread, do they put bread in it?
Well, duh, it's in the name. They have to put bread in it.
So this is our meat dough. All right, Steve, why don't you demonstrate the throw technique?
I make no guarantees. I just flung some meat.
Maybe do it on the counter.
You want me to chuck it onto the counter?
Yeah, why not? It's clean. Maybe don't put that in there. I think we live like slobs.
You ever made a snowball? Similar. And apparently what gives it the flavor is impact. So this is a lengthy process because you want to make sure that both meats are blended to an equal consistency with impact.
It's like dough.
Except meatier.
Except awesomer. I think this is Groucho marked up enough.
Should we Gallagher it? A horrible idea.
And you roll it. Once again, if you have a food processor, this would be done in 5 minutes. But we don't, so we did it by hand.
We have one.
I'm not putting this in a magic bullet. Obviously, if you want more Donairs, make more meat. But this should do it for about 3-4 people.
It's a meat potato.
I would assume. So you're gonna put it in the oven at 200 for about a half an hour, 45 minutes. And then you're gonna bump the heat up to 350 for the last 45 minutes.
Donair Beast, we love ye.
So after about a half an hour at 200, 250, your meat should look like this.
Yeah, that's Donair.
Oh, Donair meat, we're gonna put it back in the oven, but we're gonna reduce the heat pretty severely, like to 150 or whatever, just to keep it warm, because we're gonna make the sauce now.
Putt.
As every Donair aficionado knows, the sauce counts. So we're gonna take a can of evaporated milk.
If it's evaporated, isn't it just an empty can?
Put it in your pot. 1/3 or 1/4 cup of sugar.
And so left to get your start. So it's a good alternative if you're like afraid of how
You're gonna do 2 teaspoons of garlic powder
and like the shit is like
and mix that up.
You really good, especially in the sky sometimes. You need something to cover that smell.
I guess not. I don't like that. I don't know what it is.
You want to thicken that. So you're gonna put vinegar in it. You're gonna put about a teaspoon of vinegar.
A
After you put your first teaspoon of vinegar in and everything is dissolved, put the second teaspoon in. And then you're gonna put another one in. This is how we thicken it.
Again. Right.
That's your sauce. So now we're gonna cut out some onions and some greens just to put in it. But if you like your Donairs plain, by all means, have them plain.
The rain in Spain falls mainly on the plain.
We're gonna go a little healthier route and used mixed baby greens.
Babies.
Serve Donair meat.
Now you want to slice it thin. It's awesome.
That's money.
Oh my dear science, that looks delicious.
Alright, so now take your pita bread and make yourself a donut.
God,
I
that
should have
smells
used a
good.
ladle.
Ladle me this, Batman.
And a donair.
Okay, this is our plain donair with sauce.
You can also fry your donairs for about 5 seconds on each side with a little bit of olive oil. We're not going to do that tonight.
Why do we do that?
It's supposed to make them a little more pliable. I don't find there's a difference. And
That's with the greens. Nice. Dedicated to all our friends in Halifax. I miss you. Nova Scotia.
so happy Canada Day. Kudos to Pizza Corner. Have fun with your donairs and pack a lunch. Oh, I just inhaled some. Are you gonna edit out all my swears? That's not in it. Edit that out.
No, it's probably staying in.
Shut up.